All right, well, that was super cool. Let's see what came out of that. It produced an entity relationship diagram. This is the set of core domain entities that we are managing on behalf of our users or to execute processes on behalf of our user. So it generated the domain architecture, but we provided an enterprise architecture and a software architecture. These make sure that our agent behaves in a manner consistent both with our own desires and coherently within itself. So every task that it performs, it adheres to those architectures, and then we end up with a very coherent result, a design that can span many user stories and many APIs, but remain internally consistent. So there are 7 user journeys that got created here. These were fully generated by the agent itself. It made the decision about how many, what they should be, and then it decided what APIs might be necessary to implement that, and then the data structures necessary within them to store and manage the associated data to execute on those business processes. And then it goes ahead and creates a user story for each service that has code that must be implemented to ensure the user journey is complete. So if you look, there are these little schemas for each individual step that the agent was kind enough to provide. Most of that planning phase is actually iteration over the API designs to ensure that they are complete and have the full set of data requirements for every single user story. That way, when we get to the coding phase, we don't have to worry about reiterating on the API designs or rewriting code if API designs change during subsequent story development. This means everything will be able to bootstrap very quickly. So the agent generated repositories for each one of these services, a very small README just to get things started, and then a schema with the necessary data elements to meet the business requirements of the user stories. And so this is very simple. Our requirements are very simple, and this is why. In the future, we will be connecting our pre-existing coding agents to these requirements to go ahead and produce everything and integrate it together.